Hey guys, and welcome to today's video. Today I'll be discussing about the open differential of a car, and first of all I'll be talking about how you can create this model. Then we'll discuss about the some of the concepts involved here, and then finally we'll study how we can create this animation. And an important thing here is the fact that in the descriptions video I'll be attaching the links of few other videos which you can check it out, which these will basically be on how the gears can be constructed. So first things first, this is basically the pinion gear. This is being driven up by the engine and can rotate like this. These are the two axles that are basically driving up the wheels, this one and this one. And an important thing is this gear is the planetary gear. This is the differential housing. So differential housing can rotate like this, and the planetary gears can rotate about their axis. So now I'll explain how the mating has to be done. So first of all, in the top plane, you need to draw a sketch of a straight line, and then using the coincident mate option, which you can find here in the mate tab, this one, you can mate the axis of this axle with the straight line, which is this one. And then what you can do is mate this point of the straight line to the inner face of this wheel rim. So what it actually does is the fact that it only allows 1 degree of freedom, that is the rotational one, and does not allow it to go out of the plane. So exactly same process can be repeated for this wheel, and the same thing can be done for this part as well. And important thing is, when you are putting up your differential housing, first of all you need to make its axis coincident with the axis of this axle, and then you need to use up a distance made between the face of this and the face of this gear, so that it's basically not able to dislocate, and it's kind of fixed in its location and can just rotate about its axis. So that's it all regarding the modeling. Now I'll explain the concepts behind it. So first of all, differential is a 2 degree of freedom system. It means that if you give an input, you'll have two outputs. So this is particularly important because it implies the fact that the output speed of the two wheels can be adjusted according to where the car is turning. For example, if the car is turning towards the right, then this left wheel will travel faster than the right one. So the power is being coming from the engine, from this pinion gear, and transferred to both the wheels. But since this is traveling much larger distance in shorter intervals of time, so this differential will basically allow this motion to happen. So here in this motion study, first of all, click on the motion analysis tab, enable all the solid body contacts between the two parts that are connecting each other, and apply a rotary motor on the pinion gear. So here I have basically given it about 10 revolutions per minute. And an important thing again here is the fact that if a differential weren't there, then the tires life would have reduced drastically. They would have scrubbed up a lot. And secondly, the fact that the average speed of these two wheels is the same as the speed of this pinion gear, provided the gear ratio of all the teeth are 1. So let's play on the animation. So again in this animation, as you can see, the planetary gears aren't rotating about their axis, they are just moving along with the differential housing, and the wheels are moving together with the same speed. So here in this motion study, since the car is moving towards the right, so this wheel is kind of traveling faster. So say if this is basically moving with 10 revolutions per minute, this is going with 16 rpm, then this wheel will be traveling forward in the forward direction with 4 revolutions per minute. So let's play on the animation. As you can see here, the planetary gears start to revolve about their axis in order to bring this motion. And important thing here is that I have applied a rotary motor to the pinion gear and the rotary motor to the left axle, so that I can basically provide higher revolution, higher angular speed to the left axle. So in the last motion study, the car is basically going towards the left. The right wheel will try to turn faster, and as you can see from this animation, this happens. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Feel free to leave comments below and subscribe to this channel if you like. I'll be bringing up a lot more great videos ahead. Thanks.